Hi, my name is Bailey Crumley, and I'm honored to have been selected for the Governor's Honors Program. As an artist, I have experimented in multiple different mediums, my favorite two being acrylic and ceramic. I'm excited to show you the pieces that I've selected for you. I've named this piece Cosmic Symphony. The dimensions are 36 by 24. I named it this after completion. I didn't have initial inspiration, but as I was creating, I was inspired by the energy of the star and how the patterns layered around it. In creating this piece, the primary mediums I used were acrylic and airbrush. For the acrylic, I combined it with baking soda to give it a thick and gritty texture. In doing this, I achieved a three-dimensional effect. The airbrush was used to add more depth around the thick lines of acrylic. My favorite part about this piece is the range of color I used and how well the colors connect through the piece. I call this piece the Never-Ending Garden. The dimensions are 36 by 24. The inspiration for this piece was my mom and my stepmom. My mother has always had a massive flower garden my entire life, and my stepmom is a florist. Flowers have always been a big inspiration for a lot of my works. In creating this, I used the same medium as Cosmic Symphony. I used acrylic paint for this entire piece. I started with a plain green background and slowly started adding layers of flowers with my palette knife. The reason I refer to this as the Never-Ending Garden is because right when I thought I was finished, I would go in and add more and more detail with my paintbrush. I selected this piece for submission because I think this is a great example of my understanding of color theory. I completed this piece in November of 2024 as well as Cosmic Symphony. I completed the Never-Ending Garden at my school studio while I completed Cosmic Symphony at my home studio. I call this Holy Bully, and I made it in spring of last year. I made this as a decorative piece. I think it's a good representation of my personality because of the fun shapes and colors. I threw my initial bowl, then began to cut thin slits in the bowl using an X-Acto knife in hopes of adding more detail in the glazing process. Deciding on a glaze was difficult, so layering multiple glazes eventually gave me the color I desired. I chose this as my last piece because as someone who mainly works in acrylic, this gets a lot of attention because it shows my versatility as an artist.